Now let's look at the Aroon indicator. So you go to the indicator area and then you insert Aroon indicator. Aroon up and down, attach to charts, go to the commands, allowed DL imports. The value is 14, Aroon period is 14 values. Okay, the colors are the Dutch blue and red. The Dutch blue is the upward trend and the red is the downward trend. And for us not to get confused, let me change the blue to green, which is the most popular thing when it is an upward trend or it is bullish. So let me change it. Then we have the descriptions and everything, visualization. Then you say, okay, so that's the Aroon. That's the Aroon. And please remember, I use the daily time frame. I don't believe in the 5 minutes or 1 minute and so on. I did the daily time frame. That's what I believe in. So this is the Aroon. The Aroon, and Aroon, this is the uptrend, and this is the downtrend. And then when you are trading Aroon, you check whether if the uptrend is here, is above or moving up, that is where you buy. But there is something I want us to check something here. We have 2.5 and 104 and some other things. This is MT4. But let me put it shows that when the line is closer to the 104 or 100, then it means that like this red line, the downtrend line, it means that it is more of you have to sell or it's downtrend. You see, and when it is 0 or 2.5 here, it means that it is low. You don't have to trade. Do you understand? So when you're using Aroon, you trade only when it is closer to 104 or 100. Do you understand? So let me put another line here for us to get a better instruction. So let's go to the Aroon again. I come to the levels and then I add, let me say I add 30. I give it a color. Let me give it maybe yellow. And then I add another one, 70. I will explain to you why I'm doing that. So I have 70 and 30. When I'm trading, I'm using the Aroon. When the line, the uptrend or the low trend is above 70, this means it's more of a trending. It's a trending. Is the trade is trending upwards or down. So when you see the downward, you see the bearish, which is the downward trade, you realize that this one is above 70. It means that the trend is a downward trend. And when this one, the uptrend, this is the bullish, it is above the 70, it means that it's more of a upward trend and so on. When it is below, normally you don't have to trade when it's below the 30. You don't have to trade when it's below the 30. Do you understand? You only trade if this is below the 30, the upward trend is below the 30, but the downward trend is above the 70. Then it means that the trend is a downward trend. Do you understand? So most of the time, you don't have to look below the 30. There's no need. If you want to trade, always watch this side above the 70. Do you understand? Below the 70 is something to tell what is happening to whether it is an upward trend or a downward trend. Do you understand? So you always have to check above the 70. When it is 100, it means that the trend is very, very high. The trend is very, very high. So that's what you should know about the Aroon trade. And the other things I want to teach you about the Aroon trade. When you see this red line or the downward trend and the upward trend all moving down, it means that it is in a range. You see, it is in a range. You see, a range is let me just give you an example here. A range means something like this. This is a range. You see, when you look at this place here and here, this area is a range. It's a range. So when you see the upward trend or you see this red line coming down and the green line also coming down, it means that the trade is a range. You don't have to trade. Do you understand? And then when the trade, when this upward trend and the downward trend, when this Aroon up, this Aroon up, and when this Aroon up and this Aroon up and this Aroon down, say it again. When this Aroon up and this Aroon down are far from each other, it signifies a trend. So for when you look at this area, it means that the Aroon up, which is the buy, is very, very high than the low, than the sell. Do you understand? So the Aroon up, when it is far away from the Aroon down, it means that the Aroon up, that means the trend to sell, the trend to buy is higher. Let's look at this area too. You see the Aroon down is higher, is above the 70, and the Aroon up is below the 70. There is a big gap between the two. So that tells us that you need to sell. You need to sell. Do you understand? Some will buy or sell when it is above the 70, but you can start from maybe just above the 30, like this place. You see, above the 30, it shows that the sell is going up. But most importantly, if you are not sure of yourself, make sure you trade only when it is above the 70. Some will do it above the 30. Sometimes I can decide to do it above the 30, depending upon the other indicators. Because I don't use only one indicator. I use 6 indicators. So depending upon other indicators, sometimes when it's above the 30, I will trade. I will either buy or sell. So that is very important. So this is about the Aroon. The Aroon indicator is a very good indicator. And it helps you to know whether you are in a range. And when you are in a range, all coming down here, you don't have to buy or sell. So this is Aroon. I'll go to another indicator, and then I know that you'll be blessed. And I know that when you follow systematically whatever we are learning here, I want you to know that you'll be blessed. I'm saying again, whatever you are learning here, when you decide to systematically, and there is no greed, you have patience, you pray, you ask, whatever you have studied, you study it well, and whatever plans that you have, you don't go off your plan, but you do it systematically, poco a poco, little by little. And there's no greed. You decide not to add greed or adufude. I'm telling you that Forex, you make it in Forex. May God bless you. Just watch the other videos, and the other videos which I have done, I ask that you yourself will follow them. I'm starting a podcast also, and the podcast that I'm doing, is just maybe you play it in your radio, you play it on your phone, and so on. The podcast is not about vision. Do you understand? The point is not about vision, but when you're on the internet also, and you go to the YouTube or Rumble or wherever, you can listen to the podcast, because podcast has got to do with hearing and not sight. May God bless you. This is Hallelujah Forex. I'm Dr. Nibuche Chrysolite. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Have a good time.